Time, you know what that means. It is Sim Racing League Truck Series. In the booth with me tonight, we have a new commentator. Maybe you guys have heard of him in the past, but Nick22 will be joining me in the booth tonight as our trucks go racing the Gladiator 100 at Bristol Motor Speedway, presented by Rich Mar Florist. And per usual, you guys all know that we like doing a special guest commentary for a pre-race. This week we have the two CEOs of the Cringe Esports League, Puddin' Knievel, as well as Mo Power NRG, Dylan Tibbetts, and Danny Salesgaber. Well, I said those two names backwards, but say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
I'm not surprised it went just like that. Right, so again, these guys run the Cringe Esports Series. Puddin', let's start with you. What all do you guys offer over there?
A good time.
Well, that was short and sweet. So it's a racing league on the Heat 5.
We run 6 nights a week, customs and presets. Both truck series run on a Sunday. Then we have our Monday night preset Xfinity, Tuesday Xfinity, custom guys, Wednesday preset cup, and Thursdays is where we run our, kind of the elite league over there, the custom cup guys. Now, something we have changed up this year too is where all cars used to run the same track. Our preset and custom guys do mix it up. They alternate tracks. All races are the broadcast. We got over 600 subscribers, 20 plus viewers at all races, so it's something definitely to tune into.
Yeah, real quick, you hit on your YouTube, your 600 subscribers. What's the name of that?
Cringe Esports?
Yep. Okay, just making sure. So if you guys, any viewers at home or somebody that watches later wants to see Cringe Esports. Dylan, over to you. You guys have a thing to bring in new drivers on Friday night, yeah? So can you go over that just a little bit here?
So yeah, it's been something that's been done over the last several seasons, but it's definitely changed a lot over time. It's always been a little bit different, but considering the car counts that we were getting on Friday nights, now anyone's allowed to run both the preset and the custom race, which will be the same tracks that they will be running the next week. So it's more like a practice race for all the drivers in the league, and also a time to basically, if you want to get picked up, because a lot of the captains over there, they still have a lot of spots to fill. So it's a good opportunity if you want to get in. To run, get your name out there. You don't have to run any amount of races to get signed. You could literally get picked up off the street. But it's just something that's new as of like last week. So we do have that, and then we're also trying to get acclimated to Twitch. We haven't streamed over there yet. We're looking to go from YouTube to Twitch. Yeah, so if you do end up involved, and even if you're not, we'd love to have you all follow us on Twitch, which it's a little bit different from our YouTube page. It is actually Cringe X Esports on Twitch, so you can sub over there. Yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. Constantly evolving, always changing. Because you guys know how it goes with running leagues. It's never going to be perfect. You're not going to make everyone happy, but you're trying to put the best product out there that you possibly can every week.
Yeah,
and Dylan, real quick, you want to touch on the fact that, yeah, this is season 6 for Cringe, but where our roots came from, where we originated at?
I don't think yeah. Hold on a second. Was I supposed to do that?
Do what? I don't know what just happened.
For those of you guys out there too, Cringe is a new name to the league, just kind of like a rebrand. Our one and only K Taddy over here started Giggity a long time ago. Cringe season 6, like you said, it is rebrand, but this was, Cringe formerly known as Giggity for a lot of people out there, because I've been getting that question quite a bit. Whatever happened to Giggity? Whatever happened to Giggity? Giggity is Cringe. It's a little bit of new format. Rebranding, a lot of familiar faces, a lot of great racing over there, so that's where our Cringe came from.
Right, yeah, so you guys spoke about that you guys do presets and customs, right? And you also spoke about the team aspect of it. Can you go over a little bit how the captains, they're kind of single-handedly appointed over there, right? You guys help each other out, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much all of the captains, we're in a group chat every night on a regular basis playing other games. We're just constantly chongling. I hate to throw that word out there, but I had to.
Plus, we have our captain's meeting on Saturdays every Saturday.
Yeah, so we're constantly trying to, make changes, small changes at a time, not trying to throw too much. And we got a good backbone as far as who's appointed the admins. We do have 10 captains, but we also have, a couple other admins that help us with other things and keep things in line. So we definitely have a good structure, just constantly trying to make it better. That's all.
All right, so real quick, we talked about the NASCAR Heat 5 platform or the NASCAR Heat platform that the Cringe Esports has, but you guys also offer other gaming opportunities for people that are interested, not necessarily into the racing aspect of it. Do one of you guys want to hit on that real quick?
Yeah, I can do that real quick. We have just ended a Madden season. We're thinking about going for a season 3 or maybe retouching up on that as well. We do Madden. When the new MLB game drops, I'm sure there'll be some guys over there that want to do that. I know Dougie, I Spun Higgins, I know he wants to get an F1 league going on over there, which is racing, but there's that. And then also, we are all farmers over there, so we've been grinding on some farming simulator, but we don't stream that because
it's farming.
Well,
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get ran over by a snowplow or a tractor or a combine.
I mean, maybe.
It's touchy. But yeah, and then also I think later on in our season 6, we're thinking about doing a PGA 2K21. We're going to try to set something up. That's still in the works as well. We're just not trying to do too much at one time, but the opportunity to see other games come up at some point is definitely not out of the options.
Well, should we change it to Cringe Esports and Farming?
Right.
Yeah,
all right, well,
farming.
Well, I want to thank you guys both for being up here in the booth with us. To anybody that watches this now or is going to watch it later on, Cringe Esports, that covers more than just the NASCAR Heat 5 platform. You guys heard it here. You want to get into any of the sporting, they basically have it over there. So contact MoPower, NRG, Puddin' Knievel. Basically, if they have the name MoPower in front of them, you can contact one of them and get into the Cringe Esports league in general, whether it be racing or basketball, baseball, football, all of the above. So thank you guys for coming here, and hope we can get you guys some interest.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you all have a great race tonight, and I'll be watching. And heck, as soon as your guys' race is over, ours will be starting up about 8:15, 8:20ish. So
yeah, with quite a few of the drivers from here will be swapping over there and running in your Xfinity Series, actually.
Yep. Where are you guys at tonight?
Bristol Motor Speedway with 22 drivers signed up.
All right. Well,
good luck, good racing, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, thanks, guys. All right,
yep,
Enoch.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Enoch, over to you. Been a little quiet. We're going to Bristol. 20-plus drivers signed up. This is your first time in the booth. We've had one caution all season so far as we're entering week 7, I believe. How you feeling, and what are you looking forward to seeing on the track tonight? Yeah, real quick, Robbie Racing, we have you in here as well as our in-race reporter per usual. Can you let me know when we can accept the invites?
No.
All right, we're going to blue screen real quick, so the only beautiful voice you can hear right now is mine. Unfortunately enough for you guys. Looks like 21 drivers in the lobby. Getting ready to go. Enoch, you got an invite, yeah? All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and join now. On the pole, we have Cullen Motorsports. That's going to be a hard one to beat with him starting up front. I practiced with him a little bit earlier. The short run, the long run, the middle run, all of those parts of the run, he was fast. We had some guys that I practiced with earlier this week also that they were really quick. Unfortunately, we have a few guys not making it. But, man, 21 trucks at a track like Bristol, the last great Coliseum, here at the Gladiator 100 presented by Rich Mar Florist. Oh, man, get your popcorn out because it's about to be exciting. Oh, we have a spinner. Is that the 94 of Trinity Beast Mode, CEO of Old School Motorsports, goes around. Looks like he caught the apron. That's what caused that. Putting Knievel out here. He and Dougie Tibbetts in the 16. Those guys having a little bit of contact, but clean and green still here early in stage number 1 at the last great Coliseum, Gladiator 100 at Bristol. Robbie Racing and Billy Holcomb. That 51, ladies and gentlemen, is our points leader. That is Billy Holcomb entering tonight. The guy sitting second in points is not here tonight, so that should get a big gap as Coach Matt was unable to make it tonight, but he's still going to be in the top 12 pretty well. But yeah, Cullen Motorsports up here in that number 17 Ford F-150 is taking off to an early lead in that Haley Deegan Ford. Yeah. Unfortunately, we only have 20 trucks left on the track as the guy on the bubble, Brennan, number 15, he entered tonight in 13th in points, really needed to gain some points. He had lagged out at the beginning, unfortunately. And the 52 you spoke about, that's It's Your Bro Chase. He is one of our former winners here in this league. But he missed qualifying, so he's starting at the tail end of the field tonight. That's going to be hard to conquer at a track like this with that many trucks. Correct. Actually, yeah, really cool that you brought that up. Actually, Enoch, to those that don't know, he's a really good preset racer. One of the better drivers in the game that I've seen out there before. And so Enoch, kudos to you on the preset side. But I know that when you were over there at Giggity, you were kind of new to the custom at the time. It's been a while now, but at the time you were pretty new. However, I raced a lot of customs, and what I like about Bristol is with the setups compared to the presets, you kind of let it roll through the corner and kind of come off higher than low so that you don't get that loose exit. But on the customs, you almost drive it like a road course. You almost want to point the nose towards that outside wall so that when you get back on the throttle, it doesn't whip you around, and then once you get to the wall, you give it that oversteer. and it helps out really well. So you're seeing some of those guys be able to do that right now, some of the guys running up front, as well as you're seeing some of the guys that are in traffic. They're starting to have that problem of getting loose on exit, and that's simply because there's so many trucks on the track that it's just causing that to become an issue as you're having to pinch it below and not be able to point that nose as you're trying to pass the guy in front of you. Hey, you're not on always allow. Enoch, you're not on always allow. They can't hear you. We have a caution on the speedway. Looks like Puddin' Knievel has gone around in that number 26 Luna Chevrolet, I'm assuming, because he doesn't drive anything but Chevys. On this quick break, Robbie, down to you as our in-race reporter. How many laps are left, and how's the truck feeling as you're sitting in third, battling Billy Holcomb and now Cole Motorsports real hard?
The truck's feeling really, really good. To be honest with you, I think I got a short to mid-run truck. I put in some time earlier, but I don't think it was enough. We currently have, I think there's 11 laps to go, it said, before the caution come out, so it's definitely going to be a sprint to the finish. Can I get Cola? I don't think so, but can I hold off Billy? Might be possible.
Another thing we want to talk about here, 10 drivers all receive stage points here, from 10 points down to 1, so this could be huge, but with that little amount of laps that Robbie just spoke about, we have strategy playing in effect as Rubbenham in the 33, RKM in the 98, oh, that's Nuke Bob in the 88, and Dark Knight in the 97 have decided to stay out on the old tires and try to get themselves some stage points. Will it pan out? Over to you, Enoch.
Yeah, I mean, the 17 did a great job behind that 88 right there, and he's got the lead. Those fresh tires, that's tough to do, especially when you're on the outside. But these guys, it looks like they all trust each other. Everyone's so clean, but that can change towards the end.
Yeah, it looks like Robbie's not having the easiest time getting around these guys. Billy was able to get around him, but Robbie had to go in the middle of 3 wide to try to get in there and get around him, and he was successful in getting by Flash 9, but he's still struggling to get by Nukabob. He's on the inside. Really hard to make a pass on the inside here, as it's just hard to put that throttle back down and go up on the track without spinning those rear tires and spinning yourself out. So good pass by the 20. Flash 9 makes it on the outside. Over to you, Enoch. What are you watching?
Man, I was watching that 22, or 20 as well, the 22. But that Rich Mar Florist truck, very nice on the bottom there. He was able to complete that pass. That was impressive. Just keep going through the field, see what we find. As the 52 and the 88 kind of get into it, I think the 88 may have quit or lagged out. It looked like he disappeared.
Unfortunately, actually, the 88 was one of our few drivers that he had said prior to the beginning of the race he couldn't make it all the way. He was hoping to get to stage 1 and get some stage points. He had a prior engagement, had to get somebody from work, so unfortunate there for that Ford F-150 of Nukabob Quantum. He didn't quite make it to the end of the stage, but that 52, I'm glad you brought him up. Roche started 21st on the field tonight, and he's running in, looks like 7th place right now, behind a newcomer in the 18, trying to remember who, oh, that's Mucka from the FRR Racing League over there, newcomer to the series. We actually have 5 new drivers this week. We don't just bring people in, you have to replace someone, and we had 5 people that hadn't been showing up, so we put new drivers in their seats, and I think 4 of the 5 are here tonight. So awesome to see the truck count that we're having, and that should be the end of the stage. Down to you, Robbie, for our top 10 results.
Our top 10 results are, we have Cola first, Billy Holcomb second, Robbie Racing second, Flash
third,
4th, Spun Higgins 5th, Bucker 6th, Itchbro Chase 7th, War 8th, Rubberham 9th, and Trinity Beast Mode in 10th.
Alright, so those guys are all going to receive stage points, which is going to give them a huge advantage here on the points. Now remember, I spoke to you, Enoch, about how we do this here, right? So the top 12 are all going to make the playoffs at the end of the regular season, but that doesn't defer people from being able to advance to the Xfinity Series, as it's old school points to get into the Xfinity Series for the top 12. So stage points, especially if you're one of those new guys like what we spoke about, that's going to be huge for those guys trying to make their way into the Xfinity for next season.
Yeah, man, I really think that's an awesome approach at points for two different types, and especially those that work so hard, things may not go their way one race, but they can do it. And that restart, very nice, clean restart, 17.
Ooh, as you say that, it
inside.
crashed in the back. The 21 of C. Stevens got hit by War on the outside. I think War, don't hold me to that. There's a lot of trucks back there, but looks like they all recovered and they're back to racing. Back over to you, Nick. Sorry about that.
No, man, that's good to know. These guys have been doing such a good job. It's hard to catch everything, and I don't want to jinx that 52, but every time I go to him, I see him in a little trouble. That was the third time I saw him get put into the wall a little bit, but he keeps it going. I hope that his strength and that solid truck he's got holds up the rest of the night.
Yeah, we're seeing trucks on pit road right now. The 38, he's a newcomer, that street machine. And then we have the 98 of RKM. We just seen him spin on our screen. He caught nose front into the inside wall. Heavy damage on that 98 Ford. And the 38 also looks like he's pitting because of the damage on front of him. These guys, the 38 decided to repair. I think the 98's just coasting around, hoping to stay on the lead lap, and maybe a caution will come out and save him and put him at the tail end. But right now, that 17 of Cola Motorsports is taking off yet again here early in stage number 2.
Yeah, one thing for sure, you can be fast here, but what about when other people are taking your line, you know, and you got to drive in a different area? How are you going to be? That's going to be tough. We'll see if Cola can hold on if and when that happens. But one thing I just saw in NASCAR Extreme, I don't know if he meant to go on pit road or if he got a little nudge or spun and fell on the pit road, but man, that's going to be costly for that 74 truck.
Yeah, it looked actually like he got bumped, may have caught the apron in the middle of the corner. I'm watching on my screen right now this pack with the 3, the 21, the 94, and looks like 5, 6 other drivers. These guys are side by side, 3 wide, battling hard. And you're seeing a lot of contact, right? And that's not that these guys aren't being clean. That is clean racing at a track like Bristol. It is ridiculous how little amount of room you have here. If you're on the bottom, the truck wants to roll up the track. If you're on the top side, you might catch the wall trying to give that guy so much room, and you bounce off it and you get into him anyways. This is great side-by-side action going on right now on your screen. Even though it's further back in the pack, this is great action.
This really is great action, man. The throttle control that these guys have, and just knowing what you need to do when you're on the high, because you really have to drive it differently. If you're entering low or entering high, you have to drive it differently. You enter different, you go through this, everything is different. And they're adapted to it. And it's amazing. I don't know. These guys are doing a really good job, but they also know that it's early in the race. See if they can make any adjustments. And yeah, it's putting on a great race for me, man, for sure. I like it. I'm watching the 97, and this is great. I would hate to be him right now, but I love watching him.
Yeah, some of my favorite part of this right here, right to that 3, that's Keystone Cowboy. You guys might have known him as Boomhauer 01. And the 68, that's Evil Ogre Grippin. You're seeing it on my screen right now. That's his name. Those are the two of the 4 newcomers to the series, and they're racing side by side with these guys that have been here since the start. Puddin, Trinity, Dark Knight. This is great action, and most of these guys have never raced with each other before. 38, that Street Machine right behind him, as we see Keystone make a little contact with the 26. They're both able to save it, but that 38 now with fresh tires, and here comes NASCAR Extreme right behind them too. This is great action.
And Taddy, it really is. I'm just, putting your name together now. Just calling you Ted. But that 97, I'm glued onto that lime green truck, man. He's stuck to the bottom. He's had someone on his outside for lap after lap. And I'm not a superstitious guy. I'm not a knock on wood. I'll say what I feel, and if something happens, whatever. But he's doing a great job. Everyone is, and I'm gonna flow through here, see what else we got, because I know that the 21, C. Stevens, he was having a little issue. I think he went a lap down, but it's always tough when you're in that position, and you're not just.
I lost you there. I don't know if that was me or you. Robbie, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you lose Z-Nick as well? Yeah, sure enough we did. Well, he just said on mine that he cannot perform voice chat. So if you can still hear him talking, tell him to leave the chat and come back.
You do us a favour, buddy. Can you just back out of the chat and then come back in so it can re-register your mic? Thank you.
All right, in the meantime, guys, up front here, looks like Robbie Racing has fallen to 4th position. His Flash 9 has been able to get around him in that number 13. Right behind Robbie in the 20, Rich Mar Florist Chevrolet, we have Itchabro Chase, Dougie Tibbetts, and who is the other one back there? Sorry about that, Enoch. I don't know what happened. Somehow just lost connection with your voice.
I think it's me that happens every now and then.
Okay. Right now I'm watching this battle for 2nd place between the 51, the 13, 20, 52, 16, and looks like the 18 of Mucka.
Man, I'm getting there, and these trucks are really spreading out now. It's looking good, but yeah, okay, I got that now. Yeah, that Toyota's doing a good job holding them off. I like the run of you know, the attack, or just kind of staying up high, trying to get a run. It looks like. Look at that, taking it to the outside. Wow, I like it.
Yeah, something interesting here in the Sim Racing League, right? So Cola Motorsports, top runner, front runner, everywhere we go, yet to win a race. The 51 of Billy Holcomb is our points leader, yet to win a race. We have a lot of action up here. Robbie Racing never won a race. The 18, newcomer. The only 2 drivers here that have won out of these whole top 7 is Itchabro Chase and Flash 9. As Stage 2 comes to an end, Cola Motorsports, Flash 9, Billy Holcomb, Robbie Racing, Itchabro Chase, rounding out your top 5. Going to go down to you, Robbie, for the remainder of the top 10.
Yep, we have Mucko in 6th, Spun Higgins in 7th, 4, 8, Robin in 9th again. He's doing well tonight, and C. Stevens in 10th.
Yeah, I actually told a couple of the guys, Rubbin, I practiced with him last week, and when I was practicing, he had a hot rod of a truck. He was the only one that seemed to, at the time, stay up with me. That was early last week, though, while people were still just getting into putting in their setups here. So he's got a hot rod, and who got the lucky dog? Do you have time to let me know that? All right. Roger that. So we have no time, but look at all these trucks. We still have probably 18 to 19. I think only 2 are out, so 18 drivers still on the track. Stage 3, all the money on the line. We have Cola Motorsports, Flash 9, Billy Holcomb, Robbie Racing, and Itchabro Chase going green here in Stage 3 at the Gladiator 100 presented by Rich Mar Florist.
Yeah, and as they're in the middle of 1 and 2, the 17 gets a nice run, gets a single file for the 1st and 2nd positions, but 3 on back, it looks like they're fighting side by side. I'd like to see what this 13 can do. He really impressed me going on the outside of that 51 truck earlier before the stage ended.
Yeah, Flash 9, it took him a little while to get up in there into the 2nd position, but him and Cola Motorsports, these guys race around each other a lot, and they really know what they're doing, and they both have fast trucks. Robbie Racing, unfortunately, not seeming to have anything for Cola Motorsports, but maybe now that Flash has gotten up into 2nd, maybe Cola won't have such an easy walk to pull away. And real quick, we're going to do a quick sponsor shout out. Rich Mar Florist, they're our sponsor here in the Sim Racing League as of right now. They don't, there's no money or nothing like that. We just give them a shout out, as well as they share our stuff on their Twitter page. So check them out at Rich Mar Florist on the Twitter. Give them a like, follow them, and you'll sure enough be seeing some Sim Racing League stuff on there. So check them out. Over to you, Enoch.
Yeah, speaking of that Rich Mar Florist Chevrolet, man, that 20, that's the position I'd want to be in. You know, you're saying he might not have the truck right now for that 17, battle against that 17, but I'd rather be in that position that he's in. He's in the catbird seat. Let those guys kind of battle. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to save my stuff. One thing, though, he's got that 52 right behind him, giving him pressure. That stinks a bit, but hey, man, I love that position. That's where I want to be right now. I want to be that 20 truck.
Yeah, all eyes still on that 52 right now is, as we spoke about at the beginning of this race, there was 21 trucks that took the green flag. The 52 was 21st out of those 21 trucks. This guy, there's only 19 running, but to be running in 4th right now, he has already passed 15, 16, 17 of these trucks. And he's sitting in 4th all over the rear end of that number 20 Rich Mar Florist Chevrolet right now, and he looks hungry for that lead.
Yeah, man, you said it right there. He's passed so many trucks. I mentioned it before. He's fought through a ton. He might be doing just saving his stuff, kind of like what I was saying, being in the catbird seat, see what everyone else does. Still got the rest of the stage. If you're not too busy there, Robbie, how many laps you got left around?
second.
Yeah, take your time, man.
He's like, oh, I'm busy. Got a truck in front and a truck
Yeah,
behind.
yeah,
32.
32, yeah, it's 32 lap scale, maybe save it a bit. And now I'm going back a little further. I see that the 51, he's in a good spot, but he's got a truck right behind him as well. Makes it a little tough, but everyone's running so well. Usually you see at Bristol, people will dive in corners or people will purposely wall bang. None of that. Everyone's being really, really just responsible and mature about this. It's nice. It's good to see.
All right, guys. Race finish. It's stage 3. We're on the Rich Mar Florist Chevrolet. You know what that means. It's time for a couple laps around the track for the Sim Sounds of Racing. Man, I really like doing that. You can hear some of that throttle control and just how hard these guys are working behind the wheel here. As we're riding along with Puddin' Knievel as he's battling more, and there's his buddy Boomhauer, Keystone Cowboy, in that number 3.
Yeah, and you had to ruin the good moment by talking. You're right, man. Those sounds were sweet, man. I love listening to that stuff. And I'm watching this 13 now, and he's not letting that 17 get away. Or is the 17 harvesting it? Yeah, really saving it some. He's got a lap truck ahead of him. We'll see if that kind of slows his pace down a bit. Bristol's a big momentum track, right, Taddy? Like if he falls out of his rhythm, that could kind of get that 13 a lot closer than he wants him to be.
Yeah,
but it looks like he gets around the lap truck pretty easily.
Yeah, Bristol's a lot like a road course, you know. You focus so hard on hitting your marks lap after lap after lap. And now, mind you, these guys are turning these laps at like 16 and a half seconds. So there's not much room for error here for one lap around the track. But you mess up one corner, and it might take you a full lap to a full lap and a half to get going again. Because if you mess up the exit of, say, turn 2 and you get loose, so you enter turns 3 and 4 on the bottom, you didn't hit your mark. You might scrape the wall on the exit of 4. It messes up your entrance into 1 and 2. It just happens so quickly here that it could take up to 2-3 laps sometimes to get back in rhythm. And by that time, you're not in rhythm as there's 3, 4, 5 trucks that have gotten around you, and now you're trying to push the issue.
You said it all right there. As you know, it takes so much to explain that, but that's perfect sense. While they ran 2 laps, 16 seconds around this place. If you screw up out of 2, you're gonna be slower in 3, so you can't enter 3 the way you were before, and it's a domino effect. And to get back into that rhythm is tough. With the 17 and the 13 did an excellent job with that 98 truck. That 98 truck did an excellent job driving in the mirror to understanding what's going on in the race for him. It's good. It's good to get that track time. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, real quick to the viewers out there, you guys are seeing we're focusing on these front runners, right? As the 52 now has gotten by the 20 of Robbie Racing H Trace in 3rd place now in that 52 truck, but we have drivers, right? This is season 1 of Sim Racing League. We know everybody has to start in the truck series. Everyone wants to make it to the Xfinity, but as admins, Robbie Racing, myself, RKM, we brought in drivers here that we thought they have the best chance. We want them to, that they're going to advance probably. That they got a little bit more speed, as well as we got some newer guys that are, mid-pack, and stuff like that, trying to get used to these custom setups. And all in all, I mean, this racing is amazing. And dealing with the traffic, again, like you were saying, the drivers that are the traffic are getting out of the way well, and the leaders aren't pushing the issue by trying to move them out of the way to get by them real quick. So all in all, 18, 19 trucks still on the track, and this racing is still, to this point, being phenomenal, as we've only had 1 caution flag at a track like Bristol.
Yeah, I'm expecting there's going to be something. I'm looking at the 3 right now, but I just saw, I believe it was the 38 with the 74. Guys are going to start pushing, hey man, you've been holding me up a while, I've been patient, but I want this spot. I don't care what position it's for, it's a number, it's a point, I want it. I'm expecting to see some stuff. But I want to see some stuff. But these guys are so good.
Oh, Robbie Racing spins out. Looks like on the exit 2, he got really loose as he catches the inside wall. I don't know what happened there. Robbie, you're probably fuming, so we'll give you a lap or two to figure that out. But I'm watching this battle between the 16 and the 18. That's Mucka and Dougie Tibbetts. These guys are battling for what is now 5th place. As we see Mucka get a little bit loose there. But yeah, these guys, Mucka being new, Higgins kind of down towards the bottom of our points as he's missed a few races. But kind of the same thing. Mucka wants to prove, hey, I'm here to win it. You know, he wants the top 5. Dougie's trying to get all these points he can. So kind of like you were saying, I'm expecting to see some stuff to start happening here. Robbie, if you've cooled down yet, could you run us by what just happened right there?
Yeah, I saw boot out of the corner running a line, and it's come to the point now where the trucks are going to start getting loose. So obviously I've ran the wrong line, booted it a little bit too much, and the back end just kicked out and took me for a spin.
And what position are you sitting in now?
11.
So right there, you know, we spoke about how anything can happen. You can lose so many positions. Robbie gets loose one time, he doesn't hit his marks, and he goes from 4th place back to 11th place. And he's only, you can see him there at the front of our screen, and right here at the edge of our screen, that's the 17 truck. So that's how he just lost almost 3/4 of a lap, half a lap to the leader there with one little incident. As I just seen another car, that's NASCAR Extreme in the 74 Mike Harmon Chevrolet, as he's now nose deep on the inside wall. Not sure what's going on there. It looks like he's stuck now, as it looks like maybe that truck crossed the yellow line and is trying to pit.
Yeah, I'm happy that you touched on that 74, because I saw that whole thing happen, and it kind of looked like he was going on the pit road, and then it just spun on him, went right into the wall. I'm not sure if he was running out of gas, whatever it was. But I think I got to say with that 20 of Robbie there, man, this place, when it gets loose, you could just destroy the entire car on the inside wall, and he's still running. Like, you know, that's, you gotta take, you know, you gotta take what you get, and it could be a lot worse, but good job saving it, you know, for what it is. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, 38. Oh, looks like he just quit. The 38, he went down onto the apron and come back up on the track right in front of our 52, who is now taking 2nd place from the 13 of Flash 9. So 52 moving up, and it looks like he's catching the 17. But yeah, it looked like the 38 was on the apron, come back up, and then he quit. Maybe he thought he was in the way or something. I'm not sure what happened there, but the 38 of Street Machine, one of our new drivers, is now on pit road.
Wow. So that 52, the one that started dead last, is in 2nd place, and he's kind of running down our leader. And the three kind of, well, he did an excellent job trying to keep that lead lap there. You know, Ryan Newman, you got to do it. You have to. And as a leader, you can't. You know, you have to expect that. But let's see how the
leaders should be on 2 to go this time, by.
How much?
Go for the leader.
2.
2 to go.
2 to go with a lap car in front of him. The 52 now, he's running 2nd, but the 3 and 97 are side by side in front of him, and they're running for position. They're not going to pull over with 2 laps to go, coming to the white flag. There's no way either one of them want to give up that position, but they do also know the 52 and 13 are battling for 2nd place right now.
Yeah, but if I was the 52, I would be thinking that 17 doesn't want to get around that lap car. He wants to keep it cool. Oh, he does. Look at that on the outside. See, these guys are too good. They're too good. They're too professional. It's really nice to see.
Is that the race there?
17.
Yakola Motorsports, your race winner, followed by It's Your Bro Chase in 2nd. Past 20 trucks, ended up 1 truck short of going from last to 1st at a track like Bristol. What a run by that 52, and then Flash 9 and the 13 rounds out your top 3 here tonight at the Gladiator 100, presented by Rich Mar Florist. Try to get those guys in here in the booth with us. Man, that was exciting. 1 caution flag in 100 laps of racing at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow. I hope that was exciting enough for you for your first race here with the Sim Racing League there, Enoch.
Taddy, I gotta tell you, man, that we talked before, and you were saying how these guys, they don't have cautions. I was like, okay, but we're going to Bristol. That was awesome. It was better than I expected. I'm really impressed, and and that was really good. This sim racing league is it's pretty nice. I can't wait to see what happens in the future. I love the whole setup that you guys have going on. Can't wait to talk to these guys though, if we get them in here. That was insane.
I just invited the 3 of them, so we'll see if they're able to join us. As I'm going to scroll through, and it looks like the fast lap right now is going to go to It's Your Bro Chase. I can't say I'm surprised he hit a lap of 15.9 compared to everyone else's 16 flats. We got
Cola got a 15.8. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, so Cola had the fast lap. Sorry about that. He left the lobby before I had seen it. We're going to give it a minute. We'll try to see if Flash and It's Your Bro Chase join before we talk to our race winners here tonight. But Enoch, Flash 9, come home third in that number 13. He has joined the booth. If you want to go ahead and chat with him here for just a second.
Yeah, hey, Flash, this is Nick here, man. Nice to meet you. It was awesome to watch you race. I saw you doing some impressive stuff on the outside line. That restart with you on outside front row, I was excited. I really liked what you did out there. What were you trying to get out of your truck? What were you kind of working on throughout the past week for this race?
Just needed a little bit more speed off the get-go, basically. This is an old setup I made a few months ago, and it was good, but it hasn't gone up against anyone like Chase or Cola, so really wasn't sure. But had a top 3 truck, you know. Could have finished second, but I made a mistake there at the end and didn't want to risk taking the 52, so just kind of rode around.
Hey man, awesome job. Good job experimenting with that older setup. Looks like it still holds up very strongly. Hope you learned some stuff. It was awesome watching you run. Man, it was a great race. That second place though, the 52, It's Your Bro Chase. I was watching you. I mentioned you from the get-go. Looked like you should have been torn to pieces 3 times in the race. But you know, you did an excellent job keeping it going. I saw everything I could out of you. That was great, Taddy. You got anything for him?
Yeah, real quick. I'm going to go back to Flash. Justice Drivers Unite. That's why the name's Aquatati now. You know, you have Flash, now you got Aquatati. So, no, great job, man. You ran up front all night. Can't say enough about you. I was saying how out of the drivers that were running top 5, top 6, you were the only one with a win. And I knew all those other drivers were pretty hungry, but you held your own and were able to hold that outside really well. So great job there, Flash.
Thanks, man. Had a great battle with Billy there in I think stage 2. It was a clean race, at least up front, but the 17, you know, I had a hell of a truck, so good job.
I don't know if you can say that on air. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I'll say worse in the chat.
Yeah. Going over to you, bro, Chase Williams. Right, so you started 21st. 21 trucks on the field. First off, at the get-go, how were you thinking you were going to be able to get by all those drivers?
To be honest, I didn't even know. I just try to keep my nose clean and just pick them off one by a time. But they were, at one point, I was running laps second slower than what I should have been running at that point. But I don't know. I just try to keep my nose clean. I got walled a couple times by the, I don't know, I think the 50, I don't even know what truck it was. I know I was in 6th and I was trying to pay for 5th. He walled me 3 or 4 times, but I didn't never do nothing back. I just run my race once I got up there, and then I started picking them off one by one, and then I don't know, Flash messed up and I got in the 3rd, and I don't know, I ended up getting back to the 2nd. I was watching my tack meter, the interval to Cola. Once I got a clean track, I could run him down. It took me I could run him down a 10th, but it took me like every 5 to 7 laps, every 5 to 10 laps to run him down a 10th. I don't know, I just felt like I had a decent truck, just wasn't good enough to win.
You know, you might say that you didn't have the truck to win. From our view up here, it definitely looked like you had the truck to win. Cola ran a great race, obviously being out front the whole time. But again, passing 20 of the 21 trucks. I mean, phenomenal night, man. And to be able to keep the note in the process, you got to be satisfied. Quick thing, I know we spoke about it during the broadcast, right? So top 12 advance into the Xfinity Series. I know that's something you want to do as you move forward here in the Sim Racing League, but you missed a couple races to come out here, get stage points in both stages, as well as finish second in the race. You got to like your odds of moving up here in the points after a race like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could say I had the fastest truck, this and that, but you never have to tell. All of us strong out front. I mean, should have had a faster car to pass him and run him down. I don't know, should have, could have, but didn't. Congrats to Culver.
Congratulations, Bro Chase, on your second place finish here at the Gladiator 100 Bristol Motor Speedway at the Sim Racing League. We're going to go ahead and move on to Cola Motorsports. Never heard of her. Great job, man. You started up front. You led every lap. Just go through the process of how are you feeling about how many trucks were even on the track?
I knew if I could stay out front and, you know, the front end of the truck, if it could rotate to the center and come off low, I mean, I would be pretty good, and just keeping my nose clean, staying out of traffic, and try to get as much time in between me and second place as I could, because I knew Chase was coming up through the field, and Flash, you know, those are really talented guys, and I knew they were going to come from the back and get past the cars. And I just worked on this truck 2 to 3 days ago, and I was just struggling with it rotating to the center, and we got it rotating through the center tonight, and it surprised me. It was a pretty good truck, and I'm looking forward to next week.
I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, go ahead, Enoch.
I'm just looking forward to next week too. That was congrats, Cola, on that win. That was dominating fashion right there. And one thing that really got me was something that you said, Chase, about how it took 5 to 10 laps just to pick off a 10th or so. You guys are working so hard on these custom setups where you have so many little things to change that you're still that close on the track. And the cool head that you kept there, Cola, was really impressive, man. At the end, man, sometimes I get a little under pressure and I choke, but you didn't choke. You kept it going. You had lap cars around you. What was going through your head with those lap cars? How did you feel about those lap cars within 5 to go?
I'll be completely honest with you. Anytime I get around a lap car, I get a little bit nervous because I don't know if they're gonna mess up or, you know, give me the preferred line or stay in my line, so I have to make a quick reaction. I mean, all in all, they did, you know, and if they did, gave me the preferred line to, you know, get around them and keep trucking. But yeah, just I get nervous anytime I'm around a lap car.
Yeah. No, hey man, even the cleanest lap cars, they, you know, things can happen that they don't want to. But hey, really good job, man. Congrats on that win.
Hey, actually, the same thing as you were talking about the lap car. Probably even more intriguing to me. Probably the most intriguing part of that whole race. I think it was the end of stage 1. We had that one caution. When that happened, you actually restarted 4th as 3 drivers chose to stay out on the older tires. You know there was only 7 or 8 laps. You're trying to get the playoff point as well as win a stage and make up all those points you can. What was your thought process on how were you going to get through those guys in such a short amount of laps?
Well, the 88 said he took 4 tires, but I knew if I could get through the gears quick and get on his bumper going into coming out of 2, I'd have been able to make the move in 3 and 4, and the truck just hooked in the bottom of 3 and 4, and I got around him and I just took off.
All right, well, again, congratulations, Cola. This is your first victory here at the Sim Racing League to join the likes of Bro Chase, Flash 9, a few others with being a race winner here. So congratulations. And next week we head to Las Vegas, which you're going to be familiar with after you head to the Valor Racing League tonight at Las Vegas in the Cup Series.
Yeah, well, change of plans because I got some stuff to do now. So
Yeah, I'm running for him, man. I'm gonna be racing for him for that.
Roger that.
I'm just kidding. No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
I got some family stuff to do, take care of, so I ain't gonna be able to make it over there.
Gotcha. Well, again, congratulations, and we'll see you next week, hopefully, at Las Vegas as you make your run towards that top 12 as well. This win might actually put you in the top 12 as a few people missed the race, and one of the drivers that was right on the bubble, he actually was the first one to lag out, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully the stage points and the win will get me out there, and I'll be able to get at it next week and have a good race with these fellas up here in the booth and everybody else on the racetrack.
Well, Enoch, this was your first, hopefully, of many races here at the Sim Racing League to be able to sit up here and commentate. So you spoke a lot about how you liked the racing, but are there any closing remarks that you have here?
Well, I mean, everyone ran very, very well against each other, but as you go on to bigger tracks, those cookie cutter D shape, it could change. Setups may be more similar, they could change. You never know, man. It's up in the air, but for sure, I was just really impressed with how everyone ran, and that was it was fun to watch. You know, Cola was mentioning how he's close on points, right? To get in that top 12. And we were even mentioning it at the end. Every little spot, every spot counts, even for the guys that are winning races. So that's exciting to see. I like it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Thought of me.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys, that's going to do it here for our coverage of the Gladiator 100 at Bristol, presented by Rich Mar Florist. Cola Motorsports, it's your bro Chase, Flash 9, your top 3 finishers here tonight as they look forward to backing that up next week at Las Vegas. So tune in next week as we go live at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Special guest next week will be Matty Ice with the Misfits Racing League. So tune in and see, of course, what all they have to offer over there in their preset style series. So thank you, and from everyone here, good night, and see you next week.